This is my audience, Brian, Tina, and Josh. My name is Jessica, and I'm going to talk to you guys today a little bit about mainstream classrooms, what I believe to be the best educational setting for special education students. So when you guys think of high school, do you think of the tests and the homework, or do you think about the memories made alongside some of your very best friends? For me, and for I'm sure you guys too, you think about all the fun times made alongside of the people that made them that way. And that is because we were able to be social and we were able to interact with all of the students. Now that is called social interaction, and that is something that is so important. Social interaction is a key component in the school systems. However, there are over 6 million special education students who continue to be educated in self-contained classrooms, which are classrooms just for special education students. These students deserve to be educated the exact same way that everyone else does. Now, in high school and college, I've had the opportunity to see the dramatic differences that exist between self-contained classrooms and inclusive education classrooms. My experiences have prompted me to dig a little deeper and research mainstreaming and why it has so many positive benefits. Now, my research has pointed me to 3 highly credible articles that are very high known in the special education world. These articles are called Mainstreaming Special Education Students by Kristen Miller, Collaboration Between General and Special Education, Making It Work by Michael Sharp and Maureen Halls, An Effort to Integrate Special Needs Students by Roger Phillips. Now, each of these authors is highly knowledgeable and extremely well known in this field of study. Now, they have also, all 3 come together to give me 3 key points that I would like to share with you guys today in regards to the positive effects of mainstreaming. They are: the integration of students with special conditions into regular classrooms would raise the majority of their success levels. 2, self-contained classrooms deprive students of normal experiences. They deserve to be educated the same way as everyone else. 3, special education students receive more opportunities to ready themselves for the future in mainstream classrooms. Now, the first point that I would like to share with you guys today is success levels. The integration of students with special conditions into regular classrooms would raise the majority of their success levels. So, the research that was performed by Kristen Miller has shown that the bulk of special needs students perform better in mainstream classrooms and success rates soar with mainstreaming. Now, this is because students are forced to interact with other students, so that in turn raises their success levels by broadening their skills, so they in turn learn at a higher level. It also forces them to focus a little more, to stay on task and keep up with their peers, so their success rates soar due to that. Next, mainstream classrooms provide a higher instruction level to those students. So studies have shown that these students succeed more when they're given individual goals. And these individual goals are a must when it comes to mainstreaming. So when they're given these goals, they work extremely hard to meet them, in turn helping them reach their full potential. Now, this is something that doesn't typically happen in self-contained classrooms, and it is an extreme benefit of mainstreaming. Now, in addition to success rates being affected, so is the social stability of the child, which brings up my next point. Students are essentially stripped from normalcy when they're placed in self-contained classrooms, seeing as they deprive them of normal experiences, and they deserve to be educated the same way as everyone else. Michael Sharp and Maureen Hall discuss the fact that lack of integration leads to so many disadvantages for these students. Teachers argue that they simply don't get to experience the everyday classroom routine, or just anything that normal students get to experience, they don't get to. So that leads me to the fact that these students should be given equal chances to have experiences that typical children have. When they're in self-contained classrooms, they don't receive typical opportunities, let alone experiences, which goes hand in hand with social interaction. They simply do not get it. They do not get the lifestyle in school that all other students have. The football games, the dances, everything. They don't get that, which is an extremely important part of school. And it's something that they deserve to have, just like everyone else. Okay, now the small alternative of mainstreaming these students lead to big results when it comes to social stability, but also when it comes to overall life skills. Which brings up my next point, which is completely centered around opportunities. Special education students receive more opportunities to ready themselves for the future in mainstream classrooms. Now, that is because mainstreaming opens doors in a wide range of areas as special needs students leave their secure high school environment and face the realities of the real world. These students are graduating and going into the real world just as all the other students are. So they can't graduate with the mindset that they receive when they're in self-contained classrooms, that they are just in their own little world, because that's not how it is when they graduate. So when they're placed in mainstream classrooms, they're given the opportunity to completely alter their mindsets and to interact with others and to take on the everyday public interactions that they're going to have once they graduate and even before they graduate. So that leads me to the next point. They have the opportunity to acquire new skills, allowing them to gain the confidence to build trust in others and develop the concept of teamwork. Now, as they graduate and head into the real world, they're also heading into the workforce. So they need to have the social skills to work alongside other people. Now, Roger Phillips discusses the fact that when students are placed in these self-contained classrooms, they're not only deprived of the social aspect of school, but they're also deprived of the simple fact that they can't be as well prepared for their future as the other students are. So when we provide them with this larger learning society, we're also providing them with a school community and giving them this sense of community and these life lessons and these skills to thrive in this community. And they reap these benefits immediately. And so that is one of the biggest positive benefits of mainstreaming, is the fact that it prepares them so well for their future. Now, in closing, mainstreaming opens a vast variety of involvement and participations for the students that desperately need them. The positive effects that inclusion provides affects them in ways that people never thought possible, and perspectives are altered in ways that change the lives of them, but also the lives of people around them. Mainstreaming, like I have presented, offers heightened success rates, normal educational opportunities, and increasing opportunities for them to ready themselves for the life to come after graduation. Now, as the debates of this issue continue to grow and become increasingly drawn out, the number of students that are graduating unprepared for the future and just lacking the opportunities that they could receive from mainstreaming is increasing right along with it. As a whole, mainstream supporters really need to come together and share the great benefits of mainstreaming so that more students are graduating prepared for the future and with the opportunities that could have potentially changed their lives. So with it, all these special ed students are heading out into the world feeling strongly equipped, not only with a great education, but also with social skills and life lessons that will carry them through the rest of their lives. And that is the end of my speech, and thank you guys for your time.